Students, we will go for the another topic now. That is the various protocols we have under our TCP/IP model. So already we have discussed these protocols, but now we are going to again see these protocols. So starting with the first protocol, the protocols which are at application layer basically. First protocol we have is SMTP. SMTP is basically simple mail transfer protocol. The protocol which is used for emails basically. But I have told you people that we have two more protocols for email, that is POP, post office protocol, and because SMTP and POP both are used for emails basically, but SMTP is used for sending and POP is used for basically the receiving of emails. And third protocol we have is the MIME protocol, that is your multiple internet mail extensions. I told you that only those languages are supported for emails which are supporting to 7-bit ASCII code. But we have some languages like Chinese, Japanese, French, whose character set is too big, and those are not directly convertible to their 7-bit ASCII code. So like we will imagine like cannot we use those languages for supporting emails, but MIME is a protocol which supports those languages for emails, the languages which are not directly supporting 7-bit ASCII code. Then we have another protocol, FTP, file transfer protocol. This is the protocol responsible for all downloads and uploads from the internet, and or any stuff you download from the internet and any stuff you upload on the internet is done with this protocol. Suppose you want to make your own website, and after making your own website you need to upload it onto any server. So for that we need a domain space, and again we need this FTP protocol only to upload your web pages onto a central server so that they are accessible worldwide. Then we have another protocol, Telnet. We know this protocol is used for basically the remote login. Sitting on any computer, you can work on any computer. And we have seen remote login is the feature of again application layer. So sitting on any computer, we can work on any computer which is even that computer is at some distance from you. That is your remote computer. You can go for it. Then we have the DNS, that is domain name system, or also called domain name server. Because generally you refer your websites by like this www.yahoo.com, but actually their exact location is not that yahoo.com or any site you say gmail.com. Their actual address is an IP address, because humans' tendency is that we can remember a list of names rather than a list of numbers. So DNS is a facility which is provided to us for this. Where we need to memorize a name only yahoo.com, and DNS is the facility which will automatically convert this yahoo.com to its referred IP address, and then DNS lookup will look up for that IP address location, and finally you are able to access your websites. And we under this DNS we have different type of domains like .com we have for commercial websites, .mil we have for military websites, .net we have for network organization, .gov we have for government organizations, and we have some country domains also, like we talk about yahoo.co.in or google.co.in. So that case, that N means India. Similarly, for each country we have its own country domain. For simple example, we'll say that whenever we open google.com, never google.com we get google.co.in. The Google which is basically available for our domain, and whatever the results you are referring from that google.com are again the local results first that you get. And next we have is the Snmp protocol, simple network management protocol. This is a protocol with the help of which you can manage your network resources. We have talked about a directory, that management information base, in which all the network resources information is there, and even user credentials are there stored in this directory. So with this protocol we are basically handling those network resources, user information and network resources. Then we have the another protocol, TFTP, trivial file transfer protocol. Again you can see this FTP and this TFTP both are almost same protocols, but TFTP protocol is specifically used in diskless nodes. I told you diskless nodes are basically those nodes which are not having disk. then how those computers are booting, how those computers are getting operating systems, how they, where these computers are storing their files, and how they are getting their files once they had been created by those systems. So TFTP protocol is basically full name is Trivial File Transfer Protocol. It is used in the case of diskless nodes so that you are able to store your files onto your server, and finally when you need those files, your files are accessible from that server. Again, the OS part is handled by the server only. In that case, again, we are uploading and downloading. We are storing your files to a server hard disk, and we are again getting those files from the server's hard disk. So TFTP protocol is basically helping you in that case. We have some extra protocols which are not mentioned here, like DHCP protocol, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, which is handling the automatical distribution of your IP addresses rather than your manual IP address distribution. We have another protocol called OSPF, Open Shortest Path First, for shortest path discovery, route discovery basically. Then we at the transport layer we have two more protocol, TCP and UDP, Transmission Control Protocol, and User Datagram Protocol. We have already discussed on this, like TCP is the protocol which is reliable. Like when you send data, you do get the acknowledgement in this case, but in UDP, when you send data, you don't get any acknowledgement. That means UDP is unreliable. But if UDP is unreliable, why we are using? So UDP is basically we are using when we don't need reliability but we need speed. But TCP is the protocol which we use when we need speed. So for specifically we can see the differences between the two. So TCP is basically a sequence protocol, UDP is unsequenced, it is reliable, it is unreliable. We get the acknowledgement, we don't get the acknowledgement, it is only best effort delivery, connection oriented, connectionless, it is having virtual circuits, it is having low overhead circuits. Both are using checksum method for error detections, and there are some bandwidth efficiency methods in TCP, but there is no flow control in UDP. And here we can assign datagram size dynamically, whereas in that case it is of the same size always. So these are the basic differences between the TCP and the UDP protocol. And further, if you talk about the those protocols, so we have some IGMP protocol, Internet Group Message Protocol. Whenever you are sending your message to a group of people, this protocol is basically handling. ICMP is again Internet Control Message Protocol. Whatever messages are flowing on the internet, ICMP is handling those, your data is sent or not, whether it is received or not. ICMP is handling all those issues. All the network data transmission related issues are handled by ICMP. Then we have ARP and Address Resolution Protocol, and RARP, Reverse Address Resolution Protocol. For ARP we need to see a particular case. In this case I had shown you earlier also. Like in case of ARP, if you have the, see, it is saying I am looking for the physical address of the node whose IP is this. So ARP is basically a protocol with the help of which if you know the IP, you can get its physical address. And in response, see, ARP response, you will get the physical address of it. RARP is just the reverse of it. If you are having the MAC address of it, if you have a physical address of a computer, so you can find out its IP address again. So these are the all protocols we are having. Thank you.